Today I'm coming to you from across the pond. Well, across the lake anyways. I'm in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and today we're going to be taking a look at the London Bridge. Or at least, a London Bridge. Hey everyone, welcome to Sidetrack Adventures. This is Steve. You can probably see this bridge in the background behind me. That's the London Bridge. And we're going to head over that way and talk about how a London Bridge ended up here in Arizona. But first we have to head through this little English village. So let's head through there, take a look around, and go to the London Bridge. This English village wasn't constructed to be permanent, but was originally a promotional thing built next to the London Bridge to help sell real estate. Which is also why the bridge itself is here, but we'll get to that history in just a bit. These dragon statues are replicas of the markers in London that supposedly mark the boundary of the city of London in Roman times. When the London Bridge was built here, they gave the city of London 1 acre of land, and these dragons mark the boundary of the city of London land here in Lake Havasu City. The Lake Havasu Visitor Center is here as well, as are a few gift shops and restaurants. Interestingly enough, all this is built on the acre that was given to the City of London, so Lake Havasu had to rent the land back. And the cost was a kachina doll. There isn't a whole lot in the English village, but we came here maybe 15 years ago and the place was a mess, so it has definitely improved over the years. But the main attraction here is, of course, the London Bridge. There was a flyer here that said that this is the number 2 tourist attraction in all of Arizona, behind only the Grand Canyon. But to be honest, I'm not sure I believe that. There are always 2 questions that come up when I'm talking to people about the London Bridge. The first is usually, is it the real London Bridge? Yes, this really was one of the London bridges. This bridge used to cross the River Thames. It isn't the London Bridge that's falling down in the song though. That's an earlier version of the bridge. Then the second question ends up being, so why is the London Bridge in Arizona? This version of the London Bridge was built in 1831, and by the early 1960s, it wasn't sturdy enough to handle modern traffic, so the City of London began plans to replace it. Someone had the idea that they might be able to sell the bridge. Robert McCulloch was the entrepreneur and real estate developer who founded Lake Havasu City. He owned over 3,000 acres of land in the area, but was having a hard time selling it. He learned that the London Bridge was for sale, and in 1968, he purchased it thinking it would help bring in tourists to the area and sell real estate. McCulloch paid about $2.5 million for the bridge, then it cost him about $5 million more to have the pieces shipped and the bridge rebuilt. The interior of the bridge is actually new, built to handle modern traffic, but the exterior stones are the originals. The bridge's facing stones were removed, 10,276 in all, with each numbered and its position cataloged for reassembly. If you look, you can still see some of the markings on them that were used to denote their positions. The bridge was actually built on the ground too, and the channel was dug out underneath it. This island at Lake Havasu used to be a peninsula. The reconstruction of the bridge was finished in 1971. Not only was the Lord Mayor of London here for the dedication ceremony, so was Lorne Greene from the TV series Bonanza. This plaque says that in 1867, William Booth, founder of the Salvation Army, was shocked to find the destitute and poor huddled under this bridge, and as a result, shelters were soon established to aid the poor. There's an old David Hasselhoff movie I saw where somehow Jack the Ripper's spirit was transported to Arizona through one of the stones in this bridge. Let's head to the top of the bridge now, as there are some statues up there, plus some other historical features that we could check out. This statue is of Robert McCulloch and C.V. Wood Jr., who designed the city and also helped design Disneyland, which kind of explains the layout of the streets around here. I'm a big fan of history, and it's kind of crazy to think about this bridge's history, especially in relation to how young Lake Havasu City is. Royalty, Winston Churchill, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, even American presidents such as Teddy Roosevelt, and of course movie stars like David Hasselhoff, have all walked across this bridge. Apparently you can also find bullet holes from the Battle of London on the bridge, though I haven't found any yet myself, making this the only place in the continental United States where the scars of World War II are still visible on American soil. The lampposts on the bridge are pretty historic as well. These are made from the melted down cannons that were captured by the British from Napoleon's army after the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. If we look towards the bottom, we can see who made these: Potter and Sons. They did a number of important projects during the Victorian era throughout England, but I'm sure they never could have imagined their work would end up here, on the other side of the world, in a place that was nothing but a desert that very few Europeans had ever set foot in, on the number 2 tourist attraction in Arizona. So that's our look at the London Bridge in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next week.